so much for joining me yet again. If it is your first time here, thank you so much for jumping in and clicking on this video. In today's video, I will be doing 3 hairstyles that get me through life. If you know me really well, you would know that I don't wash my hair really often, and it is not really because I'm lazy, which is a percentage of it, but it is because I straighten my hair a lot. And because I use a hair iron that much, I try my best not to overwash my hair so that I don't have to use heat on my hair that much. So I do only do it every second week. And that is the main reason why. I don't like to use different kinds of oils on my hair, as my hair gets oily really quickly, but I have come across ways to pull it off, if I can say it that way. And that is what this video is for today, to help you if you are like me, or you just have greasy hair, you didn't get to do your hair in time but you have to go to an important meeting, or anything like that really. So I happen to sleep in a bun on top of my head every night, so I do get random flicks and curls every here and there. But for today's video, we are going to curl our hair because all 3 of these hairstyles go with curled hair. So that's just a tip. If your hair is oily, go ahead and curl it and add some texture to your hair. So starting off, I am just going to go in with my hair iron, which is the Absolute Styling by Glampa, my go-to hair iron no matter what. Previously I used different kinds of irons, and I'm telling you, every time I wet my hair, my curls disappeared. But since using this specific hair iron, if I decide I want to rock a wet look tomorrow, I am able to do so because it does not take my curls away that much. Yes, all hair irons do damage your hair, but I have come across that this hair iron is the least amount of damage on my hair. But getting into this tutorial, I am just going to show you how I get my wavy curls instead of a full rounded curl. If your hair texture is anything like mine, I have a lot of creases on the top, so I sweat a lot when I sleep, and obviously the texture at the roots is not the same as the rest of my hair. So this is also a good trick to hide all that creases. Just texture the rest of your hair, add volume, and we're good for it. So I'm just going to take a large piece of hair, and I'm not going to turn my iron right around, I'm just tilting it slightly. As you can see, it's a very lazy curl, and that is what I'm going for. I don't want a full curl, I just want something that adds a bit of texture but not actual curls. When I do this, I usually just take a whole lot of random pieces. It's not very calculated, it's just random pieces. Here and there will be pieces that are quite straight, but I don't mind it because at the end of the day, that is the look I'm going for. More like I woke up with this curly hair but yet it's also straight kind of look. So yeah, just large sections and ironing it out. When you do this, this is also really quick. It doesn't take much time because you're taking such big sections and you are not looking for perfect curls. When I start coming closer to the top of my head, I tend to turn the curler away from my face, opening up my face a bit more. So as you can see, my hair is really oily. You can see the gap that it is leaving there. So yes, my hair is greasy, but we're adding texture for it not to look as greasy. Okay, so now what I am going to do is, as you can see, there is a lot of straight pieces in between still. So I'm just going to do this, and wherever I feel that that piece is a bit too straight, I do want the messy look, but if there is any section that's a bit pointy, I am just going to go in and curl those random pieces. And jumping right into hairstyle number 1, which is my absolute go-to hairstyle when it comes to any event that's not necessarily formal but smart casual. It is a bit messy, but at the same time it pulls off a smart casual outfit really well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave some hair out in front, and then I am just going to make a low pony, but not that low, more midway from your ear. And we want the whole poof looking vibe, so you can leave that there. Depending on how you feel about hair in your face, this is where you can judge based on your own preference whether or not you want that much hair in your face or not as much hair in your face. I tend to like quite a bit of hair left out. Okay, so that is the look. And then what I usually do is, if there is still a bit too much hair left out, I start randomly just pushing my hair back into a curl and then taking that piece and putting it behind my ear, and doing the same thing on the other side. As long as there's something behind my ear and a bit left in my face. And then I tend to just tighten up the back, making it look a bit more poofy. So now you have organized mess on top of your head basically. When I do have these pieces over here, I will just take it out and put it around my band, because we're not going to redo that whole thing just again for that small piece of hair. And that is basically my go-to when I want to look a bit smart. So that's my hairstyle number 1 look. Very basic and to the point, but it pulls off really well. The fact that curls are added, my hair doesn't look as dirty. I tend to like this mess at the back, but that's my personal style. But if you want a more sleek look, what you can do is make full-on rounded curls, which will look more finished. But I like this whole messy look. I feel it has more character, and yet it is more my personality. So that is look number 1. Heading into look number 2, which is a bit more playful than look number 1, we are literally just going to let loose all those curls and then leave out as much hair as you would like in the front, and take half of your hair and bring it up slightly higher, and we are going to go in with the hairband yet again and just tie it up over there. If you feel that your hairband is a bit too exposed, you can take a piece of your hair, which I will take whatever piece is standing haywire, which is this piece over here. Just wrap that, wrap that around your band, take a bobby pin and just secure it, also keeping your band a bit tighter so that it will stay in place all day. So much more playful look. This I would generally do when I just have on a t-shirt and a jeans and tackies and I just want to spice up the look a bit more. This is what I would generally do. I just leave out my front hair, add a half pony, half curls. Looks like I just woke up like this. I woke up like this. But we all know nobody wakes up. Okay, if you do, you're lucky. But I did not wake up like this. So this is look number 2. Very easy, very simple, but it makes greasy hair look so much better. Instead of just doing the flat down. This is my playful look. And then for look number 3, it is basically leaving the one side of your hair loose, making a side path, pushing all of that to the one side. This I would usually do if I'm going to more a formal event where you're really dressed up, but still plain, not much jewelry or anything. I do a side bath, put this behind my ear, make it really straight, take a bobby pin and just securing my hair there. I'm going to use about 2, depending how much you want it to stay in place. So I'm just going to go in with my iron yet again just to smooth this piece out so that it is able to stay in place. If you see any pieces that look unpolished, just go ahead and curl out the end. So this is hairstyle number 3. My personality does not allow for bedazzles or any kind of hair accessories in my hair. But if that is you, you can add something like a nice bobby pin, a hair clip, something way outrageous, anything that will zhoosh up your outfit. You are more than welcome to add those things, but for me personally, I'll just add an earring and that is it. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. I really hope that this helped some of you guys out if you do struggle with greasy hair and not always in the mood to do your hair but you're heading out of the house. Please do comment which was your favorite hairstyle, and thank you so much yet again for joining me. It really means so much that you take time out of your day to watch my videos. I am so appreciative of that. Please do like this video. Please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't as yet. And yeah, leave any sort of comment you'd like below. Thank you so much. Love you.